All right, up next is Kai. Is it Kai? K? I think it's Kai. My materials starting from the first sphere rendered to the latest pieces. All right, so this one definitely is. So this is a year ago, and your latest one is in the materials. Nice. So this one's 2 months ago. So wait, what? A year ago and 2 months ago. Okay. So just looking at these, does it? I guess I'm going to ask you, Kai, if it bugs you. Kizzle, what's up? Kizzle TV. Nice, Big Z. Congratulations on your 45K. We got to find a way to use those points. So I want to know if it bugs you that this one is not a sphere. Because there's a lot of people that like, oh, they can't handle like it breaks the pattern. Like same with like these two. The background is different from these, right? It does bug me, but I lost a graph. No. Oh, you don't have a sphere in here either. So with this one, I mean, you really see it here. Is it like missing some lighting information on the ones in the back? Like why are these different from each other? Can you get a dance move for 50K? Dude, I'm terrible at dancing. Ask Alex Bedos. I am horrible at dancing. There's no middle ground. But I mean, so this is height information, right? What is this one? Is this roughness? See, like your AO is here, and your AO is pretty good, but it's like it's not being... I'm not seeing the ambient occlusion in here. Andrew does handstands for 8K. I'll look into what we're going to do. I'll figure it out. 30K. Oh, Andrew's here. So the difference in these is very strange to me, and I think it's like there's a very clear separation between the coins that are on the top and the ones that are on the bottom, and it should be more along the lines of this, right? So I think in light of presentation reasons, I would like add your AO in here some way, or lighting wise, get it so that the ambient occlusion really like brings it up. Maru cams, that's pretty that's next level right there. This is pretty cool. That looks like a nightmare to try and set up in real life. Yeah, it just looked like the AO wasn't reading in there. It's just very flat for no reason. This is cool, tinfoil. I mean, man, it's almost like an installation of sorts. There's some shapes in here. These longer ones feel a little weird to me. But yeah, I see tinfoil. That's some really shiny leather. Like real shiny. So, I mean, a lot of these materials are relatively simple or like don't really have much depth to them. Like this one's pretty cool. Terracotta floor tiles. But you can see like you're being really careful about the depth. And I think you could really kind of push it a little bit more. Maybe push the grout down just a little bit to get some more depth out of it. Obsidian. Oh, I can appreciate the layering. Yeah, you can see it here in the albedo. Let me see what this... Oh my gosh, my eyes! I'd be careful with like this being the first image that comes up. Just because it could be so intense. Dang, are you just really pushing the displacement on this? What's up, Keyboard Oreos? Be careful of that. You'll poke your eye out. Heavy displacement. I think getting some variation in the color to kind of add the depth in there would be really good. Like you're getting it a little bit here with like just this area being darker or more purple than over here. But like down here, it would be nice to get some like, maybe not ambient occlusion, but just like the value of the material darkening a bit. It's kind of like ambient occlusion. It's just to break it up a little bit more. So it's not so like one colored. This one's really intense. I would be careful with this image on the top here. I mean, all these materials seem to be fine. They're not really, like, I think this one was kind of, let me look at this one really quick here. This one's pretty nice. Amber and ash and amber. This is pretty cool with it being emissive like this. I think this one and this one are the most interesting to me. This one's cool as well. The rest are just very like, man, this sounds terrible, but like when you look at a portfolio for a material artist, you go, dang, these are interesting, or these are weird or crazy materials. And you can see their creative solving of a material through just like the surface that they're displaying. With these, they're very simple or basic in their nature. Like this one, like the crumpled effect looks pretty good. But I mean, it's just crumpled paper, right? I actually don't remember what was it. But yeah, it's this one I really like. This one's pretty interesting, and this one. I think the rest, especially like this one, the roughness is just a little off. I don't think it just doesn't feel accurate. And so like I think paying attention to specifically to roughness and then storytelling that you can do inside of your materials, or secondary or tertiary elements that you can add to the surfaces to really get them where they're at. Like this one, for example, adding more depth to it, but then like, are the tiles, like, is there any broken tiles? Like add some aging to it, or like maybe some muddy footprints that went across. Just something to like give us some more things to play with and look at on the surface. And that's kind of stretching with this one, right? This one I really like. This one's pretty cool. This one shows some technical understanding of things. And the way you presented it with this is really cool. So hopefully that was helpful. This one, again, figure out what's going on here, because this one's very weird. I think if you can get this type of information in there, you'd be in a good spot, man. There's so much more depth to it, I think, if you had that in there. But yeah, I would get more creative with the materials or the surfaces you're trying to emulate, and really push the height map. Really only has 3 plateaus in the coins. Yeah, you got to get that layering in there as well, right? Especially when you look at the AO, you should see the layering in that AO should be telling you that how much layers you should be having. You should have like 3 or 4 layers, I think, of depth in your height map. Check out Daniel Tiger's portfolio. Like he's always going like super creative with his problem solving by picking materials that you're just like, what? How do you even, like, half of the magic is the materials he picks to try and to create. He's a demon. Yes. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful, and keep up the good work. I look forward to seeing more materials, man.